Hello there. So we're over here at an indoor kids playground, and I guess there's some electrical issues with some of the equipment. So let's shoot in here and see what we got going on. The reason we got called out to troubleshoot this situation is this red box here charges these little electric motorcycles, and if you look right there, it's only getting 100 volts, and it should be getting like 120. So initially we figured there must be a loose connection or something somewhere, so that's what we look for in the beginning. These are the battery-powered motorcycles I was talking about that charge off of that control box. We need to check these and make sure that we need to plug one in, and we need to check them.
We're even recording for that. That's funny.
So right now I'm looking for junction boxes that may have an issue in them, and that's why we have a voltage problem at the charging control box. And of course it's a 25-foot ceiling, and there's absolutely no way to get a ladder up here, so I got to climb on top of all this stuff. So it turns out that red charger box is plugged into outlets that are below each light that are actually fed by the lighting contactor system. Below this light fixture right here, there's an outlet that the red charging control box is plugged into.
You know what it is? It's going backward each one and check each outlet, and I bet you it gets higher and higher and higher. It ends right there. It's like weird MC cable, so I can see which one it is. Then it just goes around and drops down over there, and then I can see it dropping down the next one. So that's the end of it there.
Yeah.
So it's going all the way around. Voltage drop. I mean, that's my theory at this point. We can check it just by testing each one of the outlets.
So like I was just saying a second ago, these outlets right here are actually on the lighting contactor system. So the charge control box is plugged into the one below the other fixture, and the lighting circuit runs the entire perimeter of the building. So I'm thinking there's a voltage drop problem, and let's see if that's correct. Down goes Frazier.
That sounded rough.
This mother had to learn the hard way that you don't bounce on the fall-through trampoline. You know what? I should probably climb down before I end up in the same boat. So while I was up there, I ended up kind of noticing how the MC cable ran, and that it looked like it ran the perimeter of the building. So right now we're going to go and check on a couple of other light fixtures that we can access and test them and see if the voltage goes higher as we go back towards the panel. If the voltage does increase with each light fixture going back towards the panel or the start of the circuit, then we know it's voltage drop. But this charge controller shouldn't even be plugged into the lighting contactor system anyway, so there's that too.
Hold on.
I made it back to the ground, safe and sound.
Remember Bannock Days? I still go up Bannock all the time. 101.2, and that one was just 100 over there, right?
Yeah, 100.
This one's even tired. Dang.
Yeah.
No. Don't do it. You want me to take it back down?
What's that?
No, we won't do enough to.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I wonder if we go all the way around, if they're on the other side, if we can.
So.
Yeah.
The first two fixtures did line up with our theory, but there was only a volt difference, so we're going all the way around to see if it gets a little better and more pronounced over here. 111, that's it. That's it. Oh, dude, that's funny, ain't it? And you can tell these ones are brighter over here. I'm gonna check up there, but so just to be extra sure, we're gonna test some of these other fixtures up this line, and they should be going down as they go back or up as they get closer to where the camera is right now. See, the funniest thing here is all the people that you hear in the background that are climbing through this jungle gym place, they paid money, good money, to jump around inside there. I'm getting paid to do what I'm doing, and I'm having just as much fun. So just to recap, Antoine tested this outlet right here, and it was 111 volts. So my guess is that the voltage back where I'm testing right now is going to be lower because that's further along on the circuit. If it is, then we've pretty much proven that it's voltage drop.
Oh yeah, it's 106 here, so it's getting lower. 106 volts. Can you see that?
So now that we've confirmed that it's voltage drop, there's a couple things we need to do to fix it. First and foremost among them is run a dedicated circuit for the charge control box for the motorcycles, which should have had a dedicated circuit to begin with. Then beyond that, we need to recommend to the customer that they either split the circuit for these lights or run larger gauge wire, but I think splitting the circuit is the minimum that they need to do. And by splitting the circuit, I mean taking half of the lights that are already here and having a new dedicated circuit feed those lights. And then the other half, the voltage should go up because we're taking away a lot of the load, so the voltage drop won't be as bad.
Here, let's So I'm gonna do right now is turn off 26 and see how many kick off.
Now that we've kind of tested and we know the full size of the circuit, we're going to turn it off just so we can kind of show you guys how big it is.
Yeah, okay, all the ones we were just testing turned off. Yeah, see, that is a huge circuit. That is a big circuit. That's too big. That's 500 feet. Because it's dropping up and down 30 feet every time. 15 and 15, you know what I'm saying? Starts over there, goes all the way to the front, and then goes all, that's what the problem is, it's voltage drop.
So if we do end up splitting the circuit for this customer, we need to find out how we can add it to the lighting contactor.
Maybe steal one of these other, like this one here. You know what I'm saying?
But today they were mainly concerned with us setting up so that the charger works properly for the motorcycles. So we're running a dedicated circuit for that to solve that issue, and that's what we're going to do right now. And they wanted us to quote to fix the lighting situation because that needs to be fixed as well. So right here I'm bending up some 1/2-inch EMT so we can run new conduit for an outlet right below this outlet. And this cord is actually what's powering the motorcycle charger currently, but we need to put a new circuit so that it's no longer on the lighting circuit.
Auto connector, I'd like to do a coupling.
Yeah.
Big one in the back of the box. About a ground screw. You got that?
I'm just adding a quick 90 to this offset that I already bent into this 1/2-inch so that I can drop the pipe down for a new outlet. And I'm getting this all bent up so we can pull some new THHN through it and have a new dedicated circuit over here. For those of you that don't know, I'm using my Klein's right here as a reamer. It does a real nice job if you don't have your EMT reamer on you. And now I'm bending up the offset for the other side, and we can get this pipe installed.
Gonna get some of that THHN ready.
That other little section of pipe came out the side of the panel, and that 1900 box on the wall there was actually previously existing and had nothing in it and just had a blank cover on it. I gotta be honest, I'm still surprised somebody just plugged that charger into the lighting contactor circuit outlet that's below each light. I mean, that's just surprising to me, and I don't know how they got away with that, just adding something like a permanently fixed appliance like this to a existing outlet that happens to be on the lighting circuit.
That level?
Yes, sir. Right between the lines.
Yeah. You want to get on one? You want to get on? You want to use this one? How many boys do you have left?
I'll just hold it right there for 1 second.
We're using the steel screw-in anchors. I think those work the best in this type of application. They're pretty sturdy. The only thing stronger, I would say, is probably toggle bolts, and definitely not necessary here, especially if you put a few of them.
Yo, mine Isla drives forward.
That's not fair. I got them after.
I got on last, that's why.
You fucking cheater.
Good still?
Now that the EMT is installed and strapped up, we're going to run this 12 gauge THHN through the conduit and tie it into the panel.
All right, got it.
I actually don't use EMT very often, mainly because in Florida it rusts quickly, but inside of a building like this, it'll hold up pretty well. Now, if it was in an attic that's not temperature controlled, I might opt for something else, but inside of an AC area like this, EMT will hold up fine for many, many years, so I don't mind using it.
Gotta ground this box too.
I'm just stripping back a couple inches of the 12 green so I can wrap it around the ground screw. I figured I'd throw a strap in this old pipe because it was a bit loose. So now we're just adding a 20 amp dedicated tamper resistant outlet with an industrial cover on the outlet side, and then we got to tie it into the panel, which did have a spare 20 amp breaker, so we got a little bit lucky there, and we'll be good to go here in just a minute.
There's only 7. Put right 7 on there. Number 7. And this panel is FACP.
Hold on. F
FACP.
A C.
Circuit 37. CRKT 37. Yeah, so that's like the main distribution panel.
Circuit 36.
CKT number 37. And then that's panel. So PANEO, FACP. Is that too much to write on there? and then circuit number 7.
You always want to try to remember to add the circuit number and the panel to each outlet or dedicated circuit you add. It'll just help future electricians.
Want to make this side up?
Yeah, I'll make it up.
I just need to land the hot till he's done. You know what I'm saying? Making out with screws over here. That was a smooth move, man. I'll tell you what.
Antoine already landed the neutral and ground, and we just got to land this hot right here, and then we're pretty much done wiring in that new dedicated circuit.
All right.
You got the plug tester? Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So once I get this panel closed up, we're definitely going to have to test out those motorcycles and make sure they're working properly. I just like to state for the record, I took absolutely no pleasure in this part of the job. It's just one of those difficult parts of the project you got to do, and, you know, it is what it is. It's funny how as soon as us old electricians hop back on these little bikes, we're right back to being kids again.
Out of money?
Way faster than I use. Sorry, guys. Sorry, losers.
All right, enough fun and games. Back to work. And the 3 bikes we were able to plug in were charging perfectly.
All right, so we're just wrapping it up over here. We got that new circuit installed so that they don't have the voltage drop problem. And we're going to be splitting the lights when we come back too. So that'll be something we have to send a quote in, and then we'll get it approved, and then we'll do that. Here you go.
Thank you, boss.
We got some goodie bags for the kids.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And so you going straight home, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.